This is week 9, lesson 7, continuing on with geometric sequences. Here is another formula. This is on, again, the formula sheet that's posted way early in the beginning of this week in Schoology. You'll be using this to find any term in this sequence, right? So like here, if I said that n was 7, we're finding the 7th number in the list. If n is 18, we're finding the 18th number in the list. This is the first number in the list. This is the common ratio, and this n is the same as this n. You will definitely need a calculator for some of these problems, only because you're going to have to be raising things to powers. So let's give some of these a try. And let me write the formula up for you. A sub n equals a sub 1 times r to the n minus 1. All right, so we're finding the 10th term, so a sub 10. We know the first term is 4. We know that the ratio is -3. And if I'm putting 10 right here, 10 minus 1 is 9. Now, it's unbelievably important that you, when you put this in your calculator, put the negative inside some parentheses. All right? Otherwise, you will end up with some wrong answers. So in your calculator, you're going to put the -3 in your calculator first, raise it to the 9th power. When you get that answer, then multiply by 4. So that was my husband burping, not me, I swear. So a sub 10 is -78,732. All right, moving this up. All right, and I apologize for this 1/2 being over on this next line. I'll just go ahead and write it over here for you. Okay, so here's the formula. A sub n equals a sub 1 times r to the n minus 1. All right, so we're finding the 15th term. The first term is 14. The ratio is 1/2. And again, if n is 15, then right here I can put a 14. All right, now depending on how comfortable you are with your calculator, you have the option of typing this in your calculator as 1/2, or 0.5 works, right? I'm going to take 0.5, I'm going to raise it to the 14th power, and then lastly multiply that by 14. So I'm getting an answer in my calculator of 7 over 8,192. My fraction does do both fractions and decimals. I don't particularly like this as a decimal, so I'm going to require on the next assignment that you give me answers that are fractions, okay? Because this one, if I'm reading it off my calculator screen, it's 8.5449, like there's a bunch more numbers, but then it's in times 10 to the -4. It's in scientific notation and it's gross and I don't like it and I won't accept it. So please make sure you type your answers as fractions. Okay, trying another one. All right, we're finding the nth term in this case, but then right down below they tell you that n is 10. Okay, so we're finding the 10th term. So here's the formula. So I'm finding the 10th term. The first, oh, that's a typo. Sorry about that. That should say a sub 1. 16 is the first term. The ratio is 2. We're going to raise that to the 9th. So 2 raised to the 9th power times 16 is 8,192. All right, so again, it's just a question of knowing the formula and knowing what numbers to put where.